Judge Musiani is in with today's verdict.
There is no greater feeling than the weekend edition of Three from the Guys. How are you two doing today?
We're doing good, Judge. I couldn't agree more. Friday is here. The weekend is coming. I love it.
All right, so let's get right to it then. PT, your first story. Last night, the Braves-Nationals game had a 3-hour rain delay with no rain. They postponed the beginning of the game because it was raining somewhere, and then when they realized how stupid they looked 2 hours later, they offered free ice cream and soda to the fans. So they all lined up at the concession stand at once, and then there was a 3-hour delay to get ice cream, too. Then they got their ice cream and free soda, went back to their seats, and the game was over by then.
Crazy.
I've never seen anything like this. It's absolutely insanity. I mean, if it happened in Washington to the Nationals organization, I get it. By the way, this just in. The Nationals ground crew has stated that due to the development of a tropical depression in the Canary Islands, they're canceling the next 2 nights against the Braves. And they're instead going to play a triple-header on Sunday, weather permitting, of course. Michael, 2 Americans were gored in the annual running of the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain, and one of them got it in the scrotum.
That's right.
Which, of course, you'd have to be a man to truly understand that kind of pain. Yeah, I don't understand how a modern-day country with healthcare concerns and lawyers and lawsuits and all the chaos that comes with this event every year hasn't been forced to end this tradition. I mean, once a year, that street turns into a sequel to the movie Jackass. And it's crazy. I mean, the hospital spokesman said that this man's ball injury was not serious, and then they laughed hysterically for 2 minutes. I mean, the country's crazy. The hospital's got to be like Fruit Loops in there. 3 words you should never be allowed to string together are minor testes injury. There's no such thing.
This is akin to, what was it, the hospital guy was watching the soccer game when the guy was under...
right, the kidney stones when he snuck in.
Yeah, I'll bet that surgery took place in Pamplona. Those guys have no concern for human existence there. Anyway, and very little concern for the Bulls, too. I mean, at some point, those animals have to get stressed out. PT, Amazon's All or Nothing series showed a mic'd-up Rams head coach, now ex-head coach, Jeff Fisher, trying to find his challenge flag against the Patriots in a game last year. I mean, no wonder this guy got fired. He looked more confused and defeated than when Rich Kotite's chart got wet in the 90s. If you saw the video, he's there. He's telling the referee he can't find his flag. He grabbed the wrong jacket. What you didn't see was that during the on-field pregame workout, he accidentally grabbed one of the Patriots coach's jackets by mistake. So when he reached in for the flag, he pulled out a pair of spy glasses, binoculars, a hand pump, the Rams playbook, pictures of his wife, but no red flag.
Oh, that's a great list of items that would be in a Patriots
That was in one of those Scotty vest jackets. Have you seen the commercials for the Scotty vest? That has like 20 pockets inside.
20 pockets, no flag, and I guess he ended up finding his pink slip because that was, I think, his last game that he ever coached for the team.
Was that in the jacket? Was that in the jacket? Was that in the jacket?
Slip.
The pink slip.
Pink slip below. There was a slip, but it belonged to his wife. It was in the coach's jacket, though. Anyway. So, Mike, Andre Robertson of the Oklahoma City Thunder must have bought Shady McCoy's new book on social etiquette because he tipped $13 really, on a $487 restaurant tab, and it would have been less if the total bill was closer to $500 because all he did was round it up. And that's something
we tried to.
That's something you do that for your convenience, not for the waiter. I mean, that's him saying, "Oh, I don't want to have to pay $487. I'll just make it $500 to make my life easier." Now, he said that he didn't think he had a tip because he only bought one bottle and there's no service. Well, Andre, what did you do? Go into the kitchen yourself and open up the vodka and bring it out to the table? How about all the mixers he drank? Red Bulls, sodas, iced teas. He conjured all those up? Look. Lots of rich, stingy athletes do this. He didn't reinvent the wheel here. We know this. A lot of athletes under-tip. But the thing is when you get caught, You have to use the gold standard. You say your agent told you he was going to leave the tip and forgot. or you did a prepay thing ahead of time and then there was a mix-up. See, this way you put it onto your agent, nobody knows your agent.
That's right.
Nobody's going to bust on your agent, and you're paying your agent to get your back anyway, so this is something that they do. That you don't just say, oh, wait a minute, we weren't in the club. If I was in the club, but we weren't in the club. Oh, come on, Andre. You know that's not going to end well. Peter.
Yes.
So the Dodgers' Justin Turner got a record number of votes to go to his first ever All-Star game. You know, forget for a minute that players in L.A. and New York have an unfair fan advantage just from the population standpoint. But fine. He cajoled his little dog. He's actually a Dachshund.
Okay.
Named Moonshine into the act by posing the dog in front of a phone like the dog is voting for him and sending it out, and then all the other Dodger faithfuls have to take pictures of their dogs voting for Turner. So why was anyone surprised that when this announcement was made live and Turner and 25 people all crowded around the TV and they start flipping out when his name gets called, the little dog flipped out and almost got scared to death. Why? Because the dog has no idea what's going on. The dog's not voting. What's going to happen next? Ben Simmons' cats are going to vote for him in the All-Star game? Unfortunately, you know, this story does have a sad ending. I hate to report this, but in a moment of confusion, Joey Chestnut showed up to the event and mistook Moonshine for a Dodger dog and ate him.
That's great.
Poor Moonshine. So, Mike, I guess now this is a thing with hockey players signing their new contracts while mowing their lawn. This Joe Thornton, is this the guy who posed naked facing his brother in the new ESPN body issue?
That's him.
I mean, there's a whole level of disturbing imagery there. Now, defenseman Mark Pysyk sat on a lawnmower, a push mower, to sign his new deal.
The push mower.
And that's one of the crappiest lawnmowers I've... Did you see the mower?
Yes.
I don't even think it has a motor in it.
It was like the one the kids push around. It just had a little thing that flips.
I mean, that contract must be really low, okay? If you got to mow your own lawn, you know, you're a hockey player, you're playing in the NHL, and you got to push that piece of crap around. Not to mention, I would think that just to be on the safe side, wouldn't you hire a landscaper to do the lawn if you happen to specifically need your toes and feet for work?
That's true.
That's a good point.
I don't know. You know, if market share for the NHL keeps going down, these guys really will have to be landscaping to make a living. So maybe it's good if they keep one hand in it or one foot in it. Fellas, we are at the end of 3 from the guys. Good stories all around, but I'll tell you, I just cannot wrap my head around why this baseball game had a 3-hour dry air delay. PT, you have won 3 from the guys.
Yes!
We have a winner. Congratulations, you are one of life's winners. We'll be right back.
All right, Pete Thompson wins today's 3 from the guys, and of course, you can win too. A 4-pack of tickets to the Rough Riders and Friends Atlantic City Beach Concert Show, August 3rd on the beach in Atlantic City. Send us a text message, 609-403-0973. Tell us which story you like the best and why today. And you'll win a 4-pack of tickets if we like your reasoning. Just like that. Boom. Here's a 4-pack of tickets to the show. Good luck to you, everybody out there, for participating. The judge has South Jersey Sports Center coming up at the top of the hour. What's up?
Hey, do you want the tiebreaker? I mean, we didn't need it, but I can throw it out there.
Sure, if you want to throw that out there today.
All right, so you have the possession arrow, so you can either answer the question or pass to
I'm gonna answer today.
You'll answer today.
I've been close. I've been on fire with these.
Today, the Flyers began development camp in Voorhees, New Jersey. They have now completed 50 NHL seasons. Of those 50, how many years did the team not make the NHL playoffs?
I'm going to go with, how about 15?
PT, is the number higher or lower than 15?
Sadly, I think it's higher.
They have missed the playoffs 11 times.
Oh, Mike Gill.
I was going to say 12, too.
11's pretty good out of 50.
Well,
They made the playoffs 39 times, including 17 years in a row from 1973 to 1989.
Yeah, I know they had a nice long
I'm remembering that Forsberg foot season where they were the worst.
All right.
Both winners.
The Judge has South Jersey Sports Center coming up at the top of the hour. And then, of course, don't forget to hear him weekday mornings during Mike and Mike. All right, Judge, have a good weekend to you, pal.
Thanks. You too, guys.